Hello everybody, welcome to week 26 of the DVD Fiends. Of course, it's Thursday's edition. Since we lost the guy for the team last week, the way I want to do this is I'm actually going to do a separate vid. I'm going to tell you guys what to do and everything, because I have an idea of how I want to be able to pick out this person. And because it's kind of hard for me to right now, because there's a lot of good candidates for that position. But I got an idea, and I'll do a separate vid, and I'll do that with you guys. But anyways, today I will be reviewing DVDFiend, the bed that eats. This is another one, like I said on Monday, that I got sent to me from Cult Epics to review for my website. But I had to review this one on here. I just had to review this. I don't really hear anyone talk about this movie, so I figured, what the hell, I'll give it a shot and I'll review it on here. Basically, this movie is about this bed that's in like this little it's like a pretty much like one room little house, like out on this property of this really big house that's kind of falling apart and everything. And every person that goes into this room with this bed, the bed ends up eating. It starts out with this couple that goes to go to a house, but they can't. But like pretty much the bed uses powers and locks the doors, so they can't get in. So we can lure them to where he's at. Well, people get in there, they start to make out and all that kind of stuff on the bed, and they brought food with them. They brought I think it was apples, wine, and fried chicken, a bucket of fried chicken. Well, while they're making out and everything, the bed decides he wants a little snack, so he eats an apple, he drinks a whole bottle of wine, and eats a piece of chicken. And then he goes on to eat the people after they discover that all the food's gone and they start getting back to their old little thing. He decides to eat them. So you see all the curtains on this bed. It's more like an old, I don't know if you call it Victorian type bed, where it has the posts and everything, and that it has where it has the curtains all around it. Well, that's the type of bed it is. And closes up, and then you see an arm fall out, and blood starts dripping, coming down it, and then it starts getting pulled up like it's being consumed. There's a pretty cool part about this set. There's this guy that's behind this picture, this painting of the bed, and he kind of does narration, and you can kind of hear his thoughts. You never actually see him speak, but you just hear this narration from him, where he goes this the history of what all the people that this bed has killed, and kind of in ways kind of talking to the bed, telling him well, you killed this person, you killed all these people, and he ends up, he kills they show him kill a preacher, so many different people, so many different people, and then he's also in the process of him talking about this. There's 3 girls that come to this place, and they of course get lured into the little house where the deathbed's at, and one of the girls that's getting killed, and then the other 2 are out, they couldn't find her and they couldn't figure out where she's at, so they're going out with their own stuff. And then the black girl of the 3, she ends up, she goes, lays down, and here's the interesting part though about everybody who ends up laying down in his bed that he ends up killing. They end up having weird dreams. Like the first girl who died of the 3, she had a dream with this other woman in there. There's this dish of food, but it was gross because there was a big huge cockroach in there, it looked like. And then I think it's a what do you call it? Not a worm, but it's a caterpillar. She was eating the caterpillar and everything, which is kind of gross if that was real. She actually ate a real one. But it's the black girl has this crazy dream like fire. But basically, yeah, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin like the ending or anything like that. But this is actually a really bizarre film. It's very weird. I wouldn't say it's not like anything that's like really brutal or brutally violent or anything like that. It's just, if you're in the mood for something that's just odd, or if you're into movies that are just weird, definitely check this one out. I'd recommend to anyone that likes stuff that's just different. A lot of people may not like this if they're like more into the mainstream films, but if you're into more of like the grindhouse films, like real grindhouse films, you'll really enjoy this. And if you're into cult, more like cult films, but yeah, this is a damn good movie. Definitely check it out. It was released by Cult Epics back in I think it was 2003, and it does have a really cool intro you can watch with this, where it's an intro by the director. He kind of talks about like the history of him with this film, and how it took pretty much until this DVD came out. There was no real official release until this DVD that I remember of. That's what the director had said. There was other somehow it got out and about, but it was never like official, you know. But anyways, once again, like I said, we are still at First One Thursday. I will do a separate video and tell you guys the details to that. Alright guys, take it easy. Bye.